Future photometric surveys such as Pan-STARRS and LSST are expected to find hundreds of thousands of supernova candidates. Photometric supernova classification is a challenging problem of identifying the type of a candidate supernova based purely on its light curve, that is, its flux in different color bands as a function of time. Here we showed two examples of simulated R-band light curves from the recent Supernova challenge. One of them is a type 1a, the other is a contaminating type 2 supernova. To distinguish the two, we adopt an approach called boosting. We begin by fitting a 5-dimensional curve to each of the 4 optical light bands. Together with the redshift, each supernova is then represented by a point in this 21-dimensional parameter space.
To illustrate boosting, consider a 2-dimensional toy example. We would like the probability of being a cross or a circle as a function of position in this 2D parameter space using training data as shown here. Boosting is an iterative method that begins by finding the horizontal or vertical line that minimizes the in-group variance, namely the line that separates crosses and circles as best as possible. In each of the 2 regions, this is repeated, yielding 4 regions or a tree of depth 2. This is our first tree. Regions are colored by probability. Dark implies a high probability of being a cross, light implies low probability. The next step is to find points that are clear outliers in the region of the tree and upweight them to make them more important at the next iteration. Next, another tree is fitted to the newly weighted points, allowing the next tree to focus on the outliers. The new tree is then added to the old tree to provide a more accurate approximation to the probability distribution function. The process is then repeated until the final tree. The number of trees can be chosen via 10-fold cross-validation. In this toy example, 15 trees have been used for illustration. A new unknown object can then be classified as a cross using this PDF if it lies in a sufficiently dark region, and as a circle if it lies in a sufficiently light region.
In the supernova case, boosting yields a probability distribution function over the 21 dimensions of the parameter space that allows a candidate of unknown type to be classified. Returning to the examples that we started with, one of them is a type 1a, one of them is a type 2. By training the boosting algorithm on 1,000 known light curves, it is able to correctly identify the data with the red curve as a type 1a and that in the blue curve as a type 2.